without further ado, I'd like to welcome Father David, who will be Bishop David, very soon. Be nice if I knew what I was going to say. That'd be great. Welcome, everyone. This is literally my first visit to Tulsa, so I'm very happy to be here with you. I will begin by thanking Pope Francis for his overestimation of my abilities, and also Bishop Slattery, and congratulations on his 50th anniversary as a priest, which he just celebrated this weekend. My tour here has certainly demonstrated to me the competence and the charity of the diocese, and I'm very happy to be coming to a diocese that has such a concern and such a great service to the poor. I will have to ask very much for your prayers, because I know better than anyone of my unworthiness to assume this office. However, I also need to ask for your patience, because as I said, I've just now arrived in Tulsa, never been here before. And so it'll take a while to learn things and figure out where things are, but I look forward to getting here in June and getting that whole transition process started. A little about me. I'm fortunate to have been born into a family of David and Ann Konderla. I'm the second of their 12 children. I have 5 brothers and 6 sisters, 25 nieces and nephews, 1 great niece. I look forward to all of you meeting them when we have them here for the ordination and all of that. I grew up in Bryan, Texas, went to a Catholic school through the 8th grade and a public high school, graduated. And my plan was to not go to college. I didn't want to go to college, so I just went to work. I was working as a livestock manager and then later as a machinist. I worked till I was 25, and then I entered the seminary. And that all happened because at the age of 23, I had a much deeper conversion. I grew up as a Catholic, but like many Catholics, I never really connected the things that I learned as a young person, as a child, did not sink deeply enough into my life, into my heart. But at the age of 23, through the fortunate circumstance of a youth retreat that I was assisting with, I had a much deeper conversion, asked the Lord to make me his disciple, and 2 years later ended up in the seminary. I was very good at seminary because it only took me 10 years to get through the whole seminary process, and so I was ordained when I was 35. And I've served, out of the 21 years that I've been a priest, I've served 15 of it in campus ministry with my wonderful Aggies. I recognize that I'm in a different territory now, and so I'll learn to be politic about that. But I love young people. I love the zeal and the desire to form a relationship with our Lord that I saw among those young people at Texas A&M and Blinn College. And so I look forward to seeing that also here in the diocese. I think that the occasion that we have, that we're all involved in now, of a new bishop coming to the diocese, gives us a great opportunity to invite everyone, not just the Catholic family of Tulsa, but everyone, to consider, is God using this occasion, is God using this providential circumstance to invite all of us to a deeper communion. Our Lord's heart is so beautiful and is so open for us. Is God now inviting us to deepen our relationship with our Lord and to grow in that relationship? Or for some, maybe to just begin the relationship with our Lord. So I look forward to continuing that process that you have already begun and been doing for so many years. I thank Bishop for his warm welcome. He was such a voice of comfort on the phone. When the Archbishop Nuncio hung up, the next call I got was from Bishop Slattery, and my head was spinning, and so he was a great comfort to me then. I know that many of you are going to do so much work on behalf of myself and the ordination, and so I want to thank you ahead of time. It's just going to be a phenomenal celebration. We'll have just thousands of people here, and it'll be great. So let me stop there and see if there's questions. Or yes?
When did you find out that you were going to be the next bishop?
I take comfort in the fact that the call came biblically. What I mean by that is when we read the Gospels, Jesus was walking along and he literally called people out of their nets and out of their boats. They had to just leave what they were doing, drop it and follow. It was 10:30 in the morning on Wednesday, May the 4th. I was in my office trying to do 5 things at one time, fighting with my computer because that's normally how I relate to a computer. And so the call came in, the receptionist said, there's a man on the phone. I picked it up. I didn't quite catch his name, but when he said Nuncio, all of a sudden everything went into slow motion. There was a kind of a tunnel vision on the phone, and I couldn't believe that this was actually happening, but that's when and how it happened.
Did you have to decide right away to accept, or was there?
I have some close friends who have been named bishops in the last couple of years, Mike Siss being one of them, Bishop of San Angelo. And so the occasion of being with those guys helped me to see and understand that if ever asked to serve, that I would. And so while I told the Archbishop I would need to pray, I also told him I could accept, but I would still need to pray because I'd never expected to be asked. Yeah.
First impressions of the Tulsa Diocese, the Catholic Charities, etc.?
Well, flying in, I got to see some of the countryside, and it looks great. I love the outdoors. I already looked up, there's some mountain bike trails relatively near the Chancery in some big park over there, so I'm looking forward to that. I never expected this. I'm so amazed at what you have all accomplished here. I can't wait to be part of this Catholic Charities operation here. It's amazing.